This is gonna be good.
Look at that.
Yeah, hold on.
Up here. There she is. There she is. Woo!
Slow. All right, stop. Break, break. Oh, there she goes.
I can't get any closer though. I can't get the hula hoop in the picture, Sophia.
What do you think about her, Grandma?
I think she's ugly.
Go, Yana.
Both arms in the face.
I am videotaping this.
Go up slow, all the way to the end. No, to the end.
No, it's going back. That was Taylor.
wandering eye. Ready? I'm watching. Wait, he's gonna show you.
Look at the face on that boy. Yummy. I could take a bite of it. And their lips, oh my. Their pants are seeing, oh my gosh, you can see their belly buttons. Boy, down under don't have nothing on you guys.
Woo! Grandma, Grandpa, yeah.
Tom, you're playing as mom.
My granny.
Wider than the sky. I love apple pie with you. Oh, moon river.
Okay, he's ready. Open it up.
This is gonna be good.
No, 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 no.
The Steve Summers Show, presented by Linked Senior and by NAP, the National Association of Activity Professionals. Live from the studios of SEN in Phoenix, Arizona, it's Steve Summers.
Hey girl, what you doing down there? Dancing alone every night while I live right above you. I can hear the music playing. I can feel your body swaying. You're one floor below me. You don't even know me. I love you. Oh my darling, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Twice on the pipe if the answer is no. Oh my sweetness means you'll meet me in the hallway. Oh, twice on the pipe means you ain't gonna show. If you look out your window tonight, pulling the string with the note that's attached to my heart. Read how many times I saw you, how in my silence I adore you, and only in my dreams did that wall between us come apart. Oh my darling, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Oh, twice on the pipe if the answer is no. Oh my sweetness means you'll meet me in the hallway. Oh, twice on the pipe means you ain't gonna show. Welcome to the show today. My name is Steve Summers. We are live from Phoenix, Arizona, and it's such a pleasure to be back on here today with you and a full show of America's Songbook right here. Oh, I can hear the music playing. I can feel your body swaying. You're one floor below me. You don't even know me. I love you. Oh my darling, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Oh, twice on the pipe if the answer is no. I love you. I love you. Oh my sweetness means you'll meet me in the hallway. Oh, twice on the pipe means you ain't gonna show. Oh my darling, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Oh, I am so glad that you are with me today on our very special show today, sponsored in part by the wonderful folks at Link Senior and also the wonderful folks over at NAP, the National Association of Activity Professionals. I know, they actually do exist. There's a national association. There's approximately over 4,000 members of national associates all over the place, activity professionals who gather together. And what a great website and a great go-to source. We thank those wonderful folks who are joining us today. My name is Steve Summers. It's a pleasure. We do this show. We've been doing it, for Link Senior since August of 2020, if you can believe that. And we're going to be doing shows all the way through the end of March and maybe even beyond that, I'm sure. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here as we do the show live. And I'm so glad that you're here with us. America's Songbook continues with trivia and also news coming up too. Let's go back into a song that was made famous by Mr. Lenny Welch, who did this one. When you just give love and you never get love, you better let love depart. I know it's so, and yet I know I can't get you out of my heart. I fell for you. Love, it brings such misery and pain. I guess I'll never be the same since I fell for you. Well, it's too bad and it's too sad, but I'm in love with you. Yeah. You love me, then you snowed me. But what can I do? Honey, I'm so in love with you. Oh, I guess I'll never see the light. I get the blues most every night since I fell for you. Since I fell for you. Oh yeah. The late great Lenny Welch on our special Wednesday show today. I'm so glad that you are with me today. What do you say we turn back, do a song made famous by this group, Concrete and Clay? Here we go now. Woo! All right. You and me, as roses in that very morning. You to me are soft as summer rain and dark in love we share. There's something there, the sidewalks and the streets, the concrete and the clay beneath my feet begin to crumble. But our love will never die, because we'll see the mountains crumble before we say goodbye. My love and I will be in love eternally. That's the way, that's the way it's meant to be. All around I see the purple shades of evening. On the ground the shadows fall, and once again you're in my arms so tenderly. The sidewalks and the streets, the concrete and the clay beneath my feet begin to crumble. But our love will never die, because we'll see the mountains crumble before we say goodbye. My love and I will be in love eternally. That's the way, that's the way it's got to be. Here we go now. Looking good. Oh yeah. The sidewalks in the streets, the concrete and the clay beneath my feet begin to crumble. But our love will never die, because we'll see the mountains crumble before we say goodbye. My love and I will be in love eternally. That's the way, that's the way it's meant to be. That's the way, that's the way it's meant to be. That's the way, that's the way it's meant to be. That's the way, that's the way it's meant to be. That's the way, that's the way it's meant to be. That's the way it's meant to be. Oh yeah, I just love that. Great dancers back there, by the way. Wonderful dancers we have here on our show today. I'm always so excited when I see different people get out and dance, whether it's country, swing, the Watusi, or whatever. Feel free to relax though. More than a ripple, less of a splash, head to a long line of glory. Give me the morning, I'll give you a song. It's so good being a part of that story. this moment in time, this right time of day. Oh yeah, oh I love being with you and watching my life at play. My love in your eyes is light in my dreams, and the feelings you choose are touches of blues and greens. This trip at a time, this timeless embrace. Oh yeah, like a kid in a store, always wanting more to taste. And no matter what comes, I know that sun, it's gonna shine. Because of you and me, there'll be this moment in time. How many of you remember your first love? You remember your first love? I remember mine was in first grade when I was a kid. Her name was Dana, and I chased her around the merry-go-round and I kissed her. Guess who got sent to the principal's office? And no matter what comes, I know that sun, it's gonna shine. Because of you and me, there'll be that moment in time. Oh, more than a ripple, less of a splash, yeah, to a long line of glory. Just give me that morning and I'll give you a song. It's so good being a part of the story. This moment in time, this right time of day. Oh yeah, I love being with you, watching my life at play. And no matter what comes, I know that sun, it's gonna shine. Because of you and me, there'll be the moment in time. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh yeah. La 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 la. La 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 la. I just love that song. This moment in time on our special Wednesday show today. I'm so happy many of you have joined us that haven't really joined our show before or watching it for the very first time. Thank you so much to the wonderful folks at Link Senior who make it all happen. Special thanks to NAP today, the National Association of Activity Professionals. Thank you all so much for tuning in. You know we got to do something for the country folks, right? That means you can't sing a country song without a hat on. Am I right? Am I right? You got to sing. If you're going to sing anything, you have to sing it with a hat on no matter what. So I figured, you know what? We might as well do a song that we have never even sang on this show before. I think you might know it when you hear it. So if you like it, put your hands together, clap. Come on. All right. What do you say we bring the speed up a little bit? Oh, yeah. There you go. Two young people without a thing. Some say bound to spread their wings, settle down, just what they need, living on love. She don't care what's in style, she just likes the way he smiles. It takes more than marble and time, just living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. It's like an old-fashioned storybook ride, living on love. It sounds simple, that's what you're thinking, but love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much, you get enough, just living on love. Oh yeah, come on. Children gone, still they sing, side by side in that front porch swing, living on love. He can't see anymore, she can barely sweep the floor. Hand in hand, they'll walk through that door, just living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. It's like an old-fashioned storybook ride, living on love. It sounds simple, that's what you're thinking, but love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much, but you get enough, just living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. It's like an old-fashioned storybook ride, living on love. It sounds simple, that's what you're thinking, but love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much, but you let enough, living on love. Nah, it doesn't take much, you get enough, living on love. All right. Yeah. I just love me some Alan Jackson. That goes out for all of our country folks out there that are actually watching the show today. We sure appreciate you tuning in. And this is a wonderful time right now to have a software issue. I love software issues. They don't happen very often here, but today would be the day. Yes, they would be. So let's see if we can flip a page and do something different here. All right, we're going to fix this real fast. Watch this. Da-da-da-da. And then we're going to go a da-da-da. And then we're going to go da-da-da. And then we're going to end that. And then we're going to end this and end that. How are you guys doing otherwise? All well today? I wanted to, by the way, today is Ash Wednesday, believe it or not. Ash Wednesday is today. A lot of people don't know that. It is 6 weeks before Sunday. Today, of course, February the 17th is a Christian holy day of fasting and sacrifice and prayer. Followers of Jesus, of course, several sects and denominations. And often folks just go for a regular meal schedule and instead eating only one normal sized meal. So happy Ash Wednesday if you celebrate. So thank you so much for being a part of the show today. As hopefully we're playing a few songs that you like. Coming up in about 10 minutes, we do have trivia today. We do trivia on the half hour, and then we do news about I would say probably. We usually do news around about 15 till, about something like that. Anyway, let's go back and do a little number here. See if we can go back and do a couple of little numbers. For some odd reason, some things aren't working very, very correctly right now, and that's okay. It always works. It's not working at all now. All right, that's what I want to. There we go. Hang on, folks. Hang on, folks. Let's see if that fixed the problem. Well, there it goes. We fixed the problem. All right. Somebody said they wanted to slow it down for a little bit, so I figured, you know what? Let's do a little number here and do this one right here. All right. All right. Well, with that said, let's try page 2. And now nothing works. Fantastic live TV. All right. So while we're in the process of fixing all that, we now, I believe, have the song up that I was going to actually play. This doesn't happen very often, only when you don't want it to happen. Isn't that the key? I love it. Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree, and I feel like I'm hanging to a cloud. I can't understand. I get misty, just holding your hand. Walk my way, and 1,000 violins begin to play. Or it might be the sound of your hello, the music I hear. I get misty the moment you're near. You can say that you're leading me on, and that's just what I want you to do. Don't you know how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you on my own. I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove. I'm too misty, too much in love. Would I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove? I'm too misty, too much in love. Look at me. Johnny Mathis made that song famous. I love me some Johnny Mathis. How about you? They don't make anything like Johnny Mathis these days, that's for sure. All right, let's go and do a little number made famous by the incredible Lou Christie, if we would right now. Lou Christie, hit it one more time. All right, here we go. Every trick in the book, and every step that you take, where you look and you look just fine, and you'll find you gotta get to your soul. I try to get to your mind. I'm gonna make you. I know I'll never give up. And at the end of the door, step is in for so much time, and you'll find I'll be waiting in line. I'll be waiting in line. I'm gonna make you, baby. I'm gonna make you mine. Make you mine. I'm gonna make you mine, baby. I'm gonna make you mine. I'm gonna make you mine. Every trick in the book, with every step that you take, everywhere that you look, just see, and you'll find I'll be waiting in line. I'll be waiting in line. I'm gonna make you, baby. I'm gonna make you mine. lay at your door. You'll have to be awake, indestructible force. Hey, I'm gonna make you mine, make you mine. I'm gonna make you mine, baby. I'm gonna make you mine. I'm gonna make you mine. 'Cause every brick in the book, every step that you take, everywhere that you look and you'll find. Try to get to your soul, I try to get to your mind. I'm gonna make you mine, I'm gonna make you mine, make you mine. I'm gonna make you mine, baby. I'm gonna make you mine, I'm gonna make you mine. Baby, I'm gonna make you mine. Lou Christie. Wednesday show today. Thank you so much for being along for the ride. My name is Steve Summers. We do this show through Link Seniors every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 o'clock Pacific time, 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock, is it 2 o'clock Central? Yeah, 2 o'clock Central. Even I get the time messed up sometimes. 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern. Right here on most of these YouTube stations. But we appreciate you all listening today. And you know what? Is it time? Shall we go ahead and do it now? Are you guys ready for some trivia? Let's bring on the trivia today. Let's go to the very top of it. Can we go? Trivia? Send me some trivia. Somebody. Are you ready? Time now for our trivia today. It's always so much fun to do trivia because the great thing about our show, and you know it, and I said at every show that we do, it's so easy to play. How easy is it, you say? It's easy. We ask the questions, you take a guess at the answers, and if you get it wrong, big deal. You've learned something in the process. That's how we play it here on the Steve Summers Show. Let's kick things off. Our first trivia question of the day. Are you ready? In which U.S. state would you find Yosemite National Park? Yosemite National Park. What state would you find it? Would you find it in Georgia? Would you find it in Florida? Or would you find it in California? Where do you think Yosemite State Park is? Some say Yosemite State Park. Yosemite. Have you been there? Wonderful place. It is in California. California. Did you get it right? I knew you got it right. Some of you got it right. Most of you got it right. That's right, located in the Sierra Nevada mountains there, best known for the waterfalls, however the deep valleys, and of course all the fun stuff that goes on there. Which four letters often appear on the representation of the cross in Christian art? Is it NRLA? Is it INRI? It's INRI. That went by way too fast for us to even answer the question. Somebody slow the train down. IRNI stems from the Latin phrase. There you go. All right, I'm going to slow it down a little bit here. It's like the questions fly by so fast, I don't even have a chance to even answer them. What's up with that? Which part of the eye is responsible for the color? Or you notice how they spelt it, color. Is it color or color? Or is it Kahlua? Oh, that's what you drink. Which part of the eye is responsible for its color? Is it the retina? Is it the iris? Or is it the cornea? What do you think it is? Which part of the eye is responsible for color? Let's find out. See if you got it right. Is it retina, iris, or cornea? What do you think? Take a guess. If you said the iris, you had it right. There's a picture of the eye right there, the iris. The eye color is defined by the iris. The iris is responsible for controlling the diameter of the retina and in turn the amount of light reaching the retina. There you go. What color does blue litmus paper turn if it's exposed to acid? Now this is a chemistry question that I think we've asked before. What color does blue litmus paper turn if exposed to an acid? Is it red? Is it white? Or is it black? You remember chemistry class? Remember them doing that? I remember this in chemistry class, as a matter of fact. Let's see if you had it right. Red, white, or black? Let's find out. See what it is. If you said red, you had it right. Red. There you go. That's what happens when you put it in there. The acid turns red under acidic conditions, and the red litmus paper typically turns blue. There you go. All right, who starred in the Oscar Schindler in the 1993 film Schindler's List? Who starred as Oscar Schindler in the 1993 film of Schindler's List? Was it Matt Damon? Was it Colin Firth? Or was it Liam Neeson? Remember the movie? How can we forget that one? Matt Damon, Colin Firth, or Liam Neeson? Well, who do you think it was? Take a guess. See if you had it right. Matt Damon, Colin Firth, or Liam Neeson, who starred in the Oscar Schindler as Oscar Schindler in 93. It was Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson, there he is, Oscar Schindler. Stars as him, German businessman who saved over 1,000 Polish Jewish refugees from the Holocaust by employing them. What does the CB stand for in CB radio? How many of you remember, how many out there ever had a CB radio from way back when? You remember the CB radio? We had one in all of our cars in the 70s. I had one in my 72 Chevy Nova from back then. And then my parents had a base station at their house. Yeah, we were pretty much Okies from Muskogee, but not literally from, but Oklahoma. We had CB radios. In fact, I met my first roommate that I ever, you know, where you have roommates when you're young and you can't afford a whole lot. I met my first, believe it or not, I can say this, I've never said this before in public. My first roommate, I met on the CB. He was the worst roommate ever. I mean, I was like constantly cleaning up. This guy was horrible. Anyway, that only lasted about 9 months and I was out of there. So what does it stand for? Does it stand for Common Band, Complex Band, or Citizen Band? What do you think CB stands for? Common Band, Complex Band, or Citizen Band? Let's see if you had it right. I bet you know. You know what it is. I know that you know. You said Citizen Band. You had it absolutely correct. There it is. I'd like to have one of those in my car right now, in my truck. That'd be kind of fun. It was Citizen Band Radio, a system of short-distance radio communications. There you have it. And that is our trivia today. Now I'm just hoping the rest of the show doesn't have any more foul-ups like earlier. Everything went dead. It was amazing. We're going to see if it works throughout the show, perfectly throughout. Shall we go to it? Yeah!
5'2", eyes of blue. Oh, what those 5 foot could do. Has anybody seen my gal? Turned up nose, turned down hose. Never had no other foes. Has anybody seen my gal?
Now if you run into a 5'2", covered with fur, she might need to shave. Diamond rings and all those things. I bet your life it isn't her. But could she love? Could she woo? Could she coo? Has anybody seen my gal? All right, here we go. Put your hands
Eyes of blue, oh, what those 5 foot could do. Has anybody seen my gal? Turned up nose, turned down hose. Never had no other beaux. Has anybody seen my gal?
Now if you run into a 5'2", covered with fur, diamond rings and all those things, I bet your life it isn't her. But could she love? Could she woo? Could she coo? Has anybody seen my? Has anybody seen my? Has anybody seen my gal? Yeah. There you go. They don't make them like that anymore. I love that song. Incredible. If you go back, if you ever have any old 78s, hang on to those. I think they're actually becoming some collector items there, if you would. All right, we had a request to do some Elvis today, and the reason why did we have some requests to do some Elvis today? Well, for a very good reason. Here is why. Ladies and gentlemen, the very first gold record from Elvis Presley took place on this date, February 17th, 1960. There it is. The very first gold record for his second studio album, Elvis. It spent 4 weeks and #1 on the Billboard Top Pop Albums chart, making Presley the first recording artist to have both albums go straight to #1 in the same year. There you go. And I figured it might be a little fitting and filling to do a little Elvis today. Is that all right? Shall we do some Elvis? Let's go back a little ways and do it. All right. Woo! Come on. Bright lights and gonna set my soul. They're gonna set my soul on fire. There's some money that's ready to burn, so you get those stakes up higher. Well, there's thousands of pretty women waiting there. They're all living in the devil don't care. I'm just a devil and the love to spare. Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! How I wish there were more in them than the 24 hours in the day. I even live when there's 40 and more, and there wouldn't have any old way. Well, the top that can turn the roulette wheel. Countdown to countdown with every beat.
Come on, guys!
All I can need is a spinning wheel. Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas with those hands and neons and the flash and lightning on those faces, hopes and dreams. Viva Las Vegas, turning day into night, turning night into daytime. If you see you got your chance, you better never going to be the same, that's for sure.
Alan Hess is an architectural historian and scholar who documented the rise and glow of Las Vegas in a new book titled Viva Las Vegas. Hess, widely published architectural critic, finds value in the offbeat or unusual design. Seen through his eyes, there are real trades here.
Please let me make sure that my juice is hot.
We saved from development.
Here we go.
Our
Sing it out.
invitation
Viva Las Vegas!
Stand
Viva Las Vegas!
clear desert night.
Viva Las Vegas! Viva! Viva Las Vegas! Oh my goodness. Viva Las Vegas. Congratulations to Elvis on his very first gold record today on this date in 1960. Wow. Many moons ago, and that's okay because you know what? It's all about the music here on the Steve Summers Show. As we go back a little ways, incredible Andy Williams made this song famous. You remember it? From the movie, possibly? As free as the wind blows, as free as the grass grows, you're born free to follow your heart. Live free and beauty surrounds you. The world will astound you each time you look at the stars. Stay free where no one surrounds you. You're free as a roaring tide. There's no need to hide. Born free and life is worth living, but only worth living 'cause you're born free. Stay free when no one's denying. You're as free as the roaring tide. There's no need to hide. Born free and life is worth just love those videos, don't you? It's just so much fun to put that behind here. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time now to find out. Let's pull up the news and find out what happened today in history, shall we? Go for it. How about now?
This day in history.
February 17th, 1992. In Milwaukee, serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer receives a series of life sentences for his grisly string of murders. Dahmer had admitted to killing 17 young men and boys, some of whom he had mutilated and cannibalized. Just a few years later, Dahmer was beaten to death by a fellow inmate behind bars. 1801. In Washington, the House of Representatives breaks an electoral tie between Thomas Jefferson and Aaron Burr. The House chooses Jefferson to be America's third president. Burr became his vice president. 1996. World chess champ Garry Kasparov beats Deep Blue, the IBM supercomputer, in a 6-game match in Philadelphia.
I knew that I could learn much better because my opponent would need more time to learn and to come back with a really sophisticated counter strategy.
The following year, Kasparov loses to Deep Blue in a rematch. 1963.
I'm not afraid to take on a challenge. I'm not afraid to take a step. And if I fall, I fall. I pick myself up. I move on.
Michael Jordan, one of pro basketball's greatest all-time players, is born in Brooklyn, New York. And 1976.
Take it easy, take it easy.
The Eagles released their greatest hits 1971 to 1975 album, still the best-selling album in the U.S. ever. Today in history, February 17th. Brian Thomas, The Associated Press.
This day in history.
I just love this day in history and our special show today. Barry Manilow sang this song. You know I can't smile without you. I can't smile without you. I can't laugh and I can't sing. I'm finding it hard to do anything. You see, I feel sad when you're sad. I feel glad when you're glad. If you only knew what I'm going through, I just can't smile without you. You came along just like a song and brightened my day. Who'd have believed that you were part of a dream? Now it all seems like years away. Now you know I can't smile without you. I can't smile without you. I can't laugh and I can't sing. Finding it hard to do anything. See, I feel sad when you're sad. I feel glad when you're glad. If you only knew what I'm going through, I just can't smile. Now some people say happiness takes so very long to find, but I'm finding it hard leaving your love behind. Please, oh, I can't smile without you. I can't smile without you. Can't laugh and I can't sing. Finding it hard to do anything. See, I feel glad Barry Manilow. Nobody ever sings that song very often here on this show, this Wednesday show. So glad you're spending it with me today. I'm very excited. Somebody said, hey, why don't you do some Perry Como? Shall we do some Perry Como? Let's go do some Perry Como. Hey, why not? Magic moments, memories we've been carrying. Magic moments, memories we've been sharing. I'll never forget the moment we met this night of the hayride. The way that we dug to try to keep warm while taking a sleigh ride. Magic moments, memories we've been sharing. Magic moments when two hearts are caring. Time can't erase the memory of these magic moments filled with love. The telephone call that tied up the line for hours and hours. The Saturday dance, I got up the nerve to send you some flowers. Magic moments, memories we've been sharing. Magic moments when two hearts are caring. Time can't erase the memory of these magic moments filled with love. The way that we cheered whenever our team was scoring a touchdown. The time that we fluffed the hit on the floor. Yeah, whatever. That penny arcade, the games that we played in front of the prizes. Then Halloween hop when everyone came in funny disguises. Magic moments filled with love. Now that's some transportation right there. If you ever want to try. Yeah, have you ever ridden in the front of a train before? I can't say that I have either. You know, it's really amazing. A lot of those, the footage from a lot of those old shows back then, those guys were actually really doing stunts. The actors didn't have stunt people, and they did their own stunts. Pretty risky back then. Of course, later on, there had become SAG-AFTRA, Screen Actors Guild, to kind of protect some of those folks. And actually, they created jobs by actually having stunt people actually come in and do stunts that the actors can't do, because hey, when you're investing about 20 to 50 to 75 million on a film, you don't want your actor to get hurt. I'm so glad you joined me today. Hey, I had a joke for you. Somebody said this somebody said this joke the other day, and I thought it was pretty funny. Let's see here. Make sure this is going to fire up. Okay, and it looks like it is. Thank goodness. All right. Why did the dinosaur cross the road? Why did the dinosaur cross the road? Think about that for a minute. Why did the dinosaur cross the road? Because there weren't any roads during the Jurassic period. I know. It's so stupid. I know. Trust me. I know exactly what you're thinking. Stupid jokes on our special YouTube show today. All right. Let's do some more country, shall we? This is for some of our communities who watch down in Texas way. And I'm drinking champagne, feeling no pain till early morning. Dining and dancing with every pretty girl I can find. But I'm having a fling with a pretty young thing till early morning. guilty conscience, I guess. Although I must confess, I never loved you much when you were mine. So I'll keep drinking champagne, feeling no pain till early morning, dining and dancing with every pretty girl I can find. I'm having a fling with a pretty young thing till early morning, knowing tomorrow I'll wake up with you on my mind. Oh yeah. Guilty conscience, I guess. Though I must confess, I never loved you much when you were mine. So I'll keep drinking champagne, feeling no pain till early morning, and dancing with every pretty girl I can find. Just a having a fling with a pretty young thing till early morning, knowing tomorrow I'll wake up with you on my mind. Mr. George Strait made that song famous, drinking champagne. You know, I thought it would be fitting, since some communities actually have a happy hour, so I figured if you don't like champagne, maybe there might be a chance that you might like beer or wine. So why not sing a song about beer, shall we? Mr. Tom T. Hall made this song famous. I hope you like it. It goes something like this. All right. In some of my songs, I've casually mentioned fact that I like to drink beer. This little song is more to the point. Roll out the barrel and lend me your ear. I like beer. What's that? It makes me a jolly good fellow. I like beer. It helps me unwind, and sometimes it makes me feel mellow. What's that, guys?
Makes him feel mellow.
Whiskey's too rough, champagne costs too much. The vodka puts my mouth in gear. This little refrain should help me explain. As a matter of fact, I like beer.
He likes beer.
My wife often frowns when we're out on the town. I'm wearing a suit and a tie. She's slapping vermouth. She thinks I'm uncouth when I yell as the waiter goes by. You know what I say? I like beer.
It makes me a jolly good fellow.
I like beer. It helps me unwind, and sometimes it makes me feel mellow.
Makes him feel mellow.
Whiskey's too rough, champagne costs too much, and vodka puts my mouth in gear. Well, this little refrain should help me explain. As a matter of fact, I like beer.
He likes beer.
Last night I dreamed that I passed from the scene. I went to a place so sublime. All the water was clear, and it tasted like beer. Then they turned it all into wine. I like beer.
It makes me a jolly good fellow.
I like beer.
sometimes it makes me feel mellow. Makes him feel mellow. Not yet. Whiskey's too rough, champagne costs too much, vodka puts my mouth in gear. So I'll refrain. Should I help me explain? As a matter of fact, I like beer. Yes, he likes beer. Yes, sir. I hope you enjoyed the show as much as I enjoyed doing it today. It's always a pleasure to do this for so many of the communities. Special thank you to the great folks over at Link Senior, and also to the folks today who are watching with the National Association of Activity Professionals, as we call it good and stick a fork in it, as they say. Our show today, let's go back into a rap on this one, made famous by the Drifters. All you have to do is touch my hand to show me you understand, and something happens to me that's some kind of wonderful. Anytime my little world seems blue, I just have to stop and look at you, and everything seems to be that's some kind of wonderful. I know I can't express this feeling of tenderness. Oh, there's so much I want to say, but the right words just don't come my way. I just know when I'm in your embrace, this world, it's a happy place, and something happens to me that's some kind of wonderful. Oh yeah, I know I can't express this feeling of tenderness. There's so much I want to say, but the right words just don't come my way. I just know when I'm in your embrace, this world, it's a happy place, and something happens to me that's some kind of wonderful. Oh yeah, that's some kind of sweet lips. Oh, and those warm eyes. Oh, and those soft sighs. That's some kind of wonderful. Oh yeah, wonderful. Well, folks, thank you so much for spending time with me today. I love each and every one of you. We appreciate you so much. It looks like we're slowly getting out of this COVID thing, but keep your mask on. Be sure and keep those on. Take advantage of getting those vaccinations. I know my mom just got her second vaccination recently, and hopefully you are doing the same. Wherever you may be, I hope you stay safe. Remember, we love you. We care for you. God bless you. I'm going to see you on Friday, 1 o'clock Pacific time. That's 2 o'clock Mountain Time. I'm going to get it right. 3 o'clock Central Time and 4 o'clock Eastern Time. I hope you join me then. It's a Friday free-for-all on Friday. We have a lot of fun on Friday, so I invite you to join me. Until then, God bless. Put a smile on your face. Make everybody wonder what you've been up to. And they like to ask questions too, right? I'll see you on Friday. Y'all take care.
That's all, folks.